Yeah, I hate to put it in somebody else's hand. You always want to finish it off on the mat if you can.
So it gives us a chance to take a look at some of the other matches that are going on. What you're looking live at is Swiderski of Central Michigan and Dobbins of Bloomsburg. This is for third place. Right now, we'll catch you up on the score. Swiderski up 4-0 on Caden Dobbins of Bloomsburg. We are midway through the second period. Looks like about 20 seconds worth of riding time there for for Swiderski, and we're going to get a reset here on the edge of the mat, Tom.
Yep. Swiderski up 4-0 here in the second period. Minute to go. Tighten the collar tie. Really kind of toe-to-toe in the center of the match here. Dobbins trying to work the head a little bit on Swiderski and vice versa. Dobbins with the underhook trying to work into a high crotch off of that. Swiderski does a nice job of blocking. Now Dobbins trying to drag across. Now he steps inside. Get the head inside single. Swiderski trying to pressure him from there. They go off the mat.
Get only the one bid here at 165. So these two wrestling for just a higher spot on the podium.
Boy, that's a tough two, because this is a pretty good weight class here in the MAC. That tells me that 165 around the country is a pretty loaded weight class.
I think the two or three conferences that have the most, obviously the Big Ten, which is a regional basically in its own right, and then you got the Big 12, and I believe the EIWA were your top three. I think those other two got 50-some, and the Big Ten was darn near 90, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so, high 80s or 90. If I dig through my papers, I can tell you exactly what they had. I know I got it someplace here.
I mean, you're going to have the Big Ten wrestling for like a true 9th or a true 11th. It's some weight classes just for how deep it was. But Swiderski and Dobbins again. Dobbins looking for he needs to do something here. Riding time as of now not a factor. So Dobbins needs a takedown. Nice shot there.
Swiderski's got him trapped on his hip. Gets a takedown on the edge of the mat for Swiderski.
It was a great counter there as Dobbins went low. Swiderski kind of olayed him and jumped around. And now we're going to get a whistle and a challenge here from Bloomsburg. So we'll have to see what that is. They're going to say the takedown shouldn't have happened because the action got taken off the mat, I believe, is what is going to be in question.
In the Big Ten with 85 qualifiers, the Big 12 with 57, ACC with 28, the EIWA with 53.
So here, Tommy, take a look at this. This is what we're going to be looking at here on the replay. There's the shot, and Swiderski kind of swings it around. They're going to say the action took it off the mat there. That's awful close.
Well, they're going to look at it there, but they've been letting him wrestle on the edge of the mat there. Let's see what the video says, if he was completely off the mat or not.
So that's the question at hand.
Swiderski did a nice job of catching him there and countering. Said before, Bloomsburg's coach Marcus Gordon here from Northeast Ohio, actually North Central Ohio, from over Ashland Mapleton, a couple-time state champ here in Ohio. I saw his old coach last week, Tim Klein, good friend. One of those little unknown facts, Tim and I were both pole vaulters in high school together.
Okay.
Our schools would always end up at the same track meets. That just drew a laugh from people that know me that are listening.
And at one point in time, you were pole vaulting?
Yes.
How good of a pole vaulter were you?
12.6.
Okay. I have no idea if that's good or not.
Yeah, and
I think it's pretty decent.
by today's standards, not very good at all.
Could you have pole vaulted in college if you wanted to?
No, my brother did it at Ohio State for a year.
Okay. Very cool. You were a rugby man.
Yes, sir.
So
Club rugby in college.
I believe they're going to let the takedown stand. To your point, they've been letting them wrestle. No definitive sign that there was anything off the mat.
Swiderski turns him loose. Dobbins quickly to his feet. Dobbins really got to get after it now. Down 7-2. Riding time not a factor. Swiderski doing a nice job of staying squared up here. If Central hasn't clinched the team title yet, this win by Swiderski, I'm relatively certain we'll clinch it for them. They still have Caves to go at heavyweight.
And Kramer for wrestling next.
Right.
So they at least had gotten second place points here, but Kramer's got sights set on something
They
more than that.
already awarded the second points. What they do in the tournament is once you get to the semifinals, they give everybody in the semis their 6th place points.
Okay.
So the only points that you get, it's 10 and 7, 10 for the championship, 7 for second.
You're
both
wrestling for 3 points.
Right, both these wrestlers got their 7 points when they won the semifinal bout, so they'll get the winner will get the additional 3.
Look at them working ahead. That's smart.
So that semifinal round's the money round.
So that'll do it. Swiderski is your 3rd place finisher here at 165 pounds. Came in as the 7th seed, so a nice job by him to wrestle up and find himself on the podium.